Hey y'all. So I wasn't going to say anything about this initially because I think that the post I put up on my community page about Shameful the P and his mourners was enough. But however, I saw some comments in another video totally outside of, me and, the people I normally watch, who actually had mentioned that they were appreciative of the stand that I took and falling out with certain people who who rock with Shameful. I can't have anything to do with them anymore. I just can't. And it could be anybody. If you are a defender of people who hurt children, I won't have nothing to do with you. And this isn't just like me, even though a line has to be drawn, a hard line has to be drawn, a standard needs to be set. This is my moral compass. I have family members that I won't have anything to do with anymore for that reason. I don't trust you. If you go hard in the paint for an adult who harms a child, I'm looking at you like, oh, okay. Do we need to dig into your background? So that's just, it could be my mother. That's just how strongly I feel about that. Adults don't get to prey on children. I will never ever defend anyone who hurts a child. Children are children. I don't care what the circumstances were. She was still a child, and he was an adult, and a pimp at that. This defending of trash and lowlives really needs to come to an end. It's got to stop. So I don't care what names I get called. I don't care what gets said about me. Doesn't matter who you are. I would feel this way about anybody. I'm done with you. So I try not to give certain things my energy, but when I saw the comment, I said, okay, you know what? Like how Nick always says, the streets is watching, and it's true. So I'm glad that people know what kind of person I really am. I get called a pick-me, male identified, all that, but I'm still a woman. And I'm a woman first. And just because I say certain things about women being wrong doesn't mean that I would ever excuse anyone harming another female, naturally born female. Let me throw that in. Sorry, I just, it is what it is. I feel that way also. You're not a woman unless you were born a woman. So anyone harming a little girl, I can't with you. I just can't. Because I'm a woman first. And even though I don't have a daughter, I have a son, boys still get hurt and exploited also. So I grew up in a time where children weren't believed when they said, Mr. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so, they touched me. Children weren't believed back then. I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, and if you know anything about that cult, the abuse of children runs rampant. They have millions of lawsuits against them for survivals of abusers, survivals of sexual abuse by their leadership. Fortunately, even though my father had a leadership position, him and my mother were very protective of my sister and me, and we never ever had to go through that. So I will eternally be grateful for having a loving and protective father, in spite of his religious beliefs that I ended up not agreeing with. But anyway, let me stay on topic. Even though I wasn't hurt as a child, I saw other girls my age that were. And growing up, seeing them, the damage it took on them, the way their lives were destroyed. And It's not, I will never ever be okay with someone who hurts a child and a person who will defend them. They were wicked in life. Just because they died doesn't make them any less wicked. What time is it? 5:42. Okay, I need to wrap this up. So you don't slap a halo and angel wings on a monster just because they're dead. And a man who impregnates a 13-year-old girl is a monster, in my opinion. So I'm still a woman first. And having a standard as a woman means that if I see a woman is wrong, I'm going to say something about that woman being wrong too. Would never ever excuse anyone hurting a child, ever. And that's just me. I've always been this way. So that's really all I wanted to say, is that, a good luck to those people. I'm unfazed no matter what. I've been called names all of my life. It means nothing to me. It really doesn't. I know who I am, and I'm comfortable with me. I'm okay. I'm good with me. I love me some me. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say, is that I will take this stand for anybody, and I absolutely mean it when I say to be very careful of the people who defend the monsters that walk amongst us. Good night.